Hello and welcome to Top Select 10. Ready for some heart-pounding excitement? Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 best action movies to watch right now in 2024. If you're craving explosive stunts, intense fight scenes, and non-stop thrills, this video has the ultimate lineup for you. We've handpicked the best action movies that are currently available on all major streaming platforms in 2024, including Netflix, Amazon Prime Video, and more. From epic superhero battles and adrenaline-fueled car chases to martial arts showdowns and explosive war films, these movies are sure to deliver all the action-packed entertainment you're looking for. Join us as we break down each film, explaining why it deserves a spot on your watch list and what makes it stand out from the rest. Whether you're a fan of classic action heroes or the latest blockbuster hits, these movies will keep you on the edge of your seat from start to finish. So sit back, grab your popcorn, and get ready to dive into the best action movies of 2024. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more top 10 lists and movie recommendations. Number 10. Alita: Battle Angel. Alita: Battle Angel is an American cyberpunk action film based on Yukito Kishiro's manga series. In 2563, 300 years after the war, The Fall, the mysterious scientist Dr. Dyson Ido finds part of a female cyborg in a junkyard and brings to his laboratory. He finds that her human brain is amnetic, but intact, and gives the name of his deceased daughter Alita to the cyborg. Alita meets on the street Dr. Ido's ex-wife Chiron, who is also a scientist that works to the powerful Zapan, and befriends the young Hugo, who brings cyborg's parts to Dr. Ido, and learns that both dream on moving to the floating city of Salem. Hugo teaches Alita how to play motorball, and she learns that the champion of the motorball tournament moves to Salem. Soon Alita discovers that Dr. Ido is a hunter-warrior, and after finding her cyborg body in a crashed spaceship, she decides to become also a hunter-warrior, but Dr. Ido refuses to replace her body. Number 9. Nobody. Nobody is an American action thriller film. Trapped in a mundane existence, Hutch Mansell, a glum, humble, workaday suburban father, is petrified when violent burglars break into his home, threatening his wife and children. In the wake of this soul-scarring incident, one good deed and several broken bones and teeth later, suddenly, imperfect Hutch summons up the courage to stand up for himself, only to find himself targeted by the murderous Russian drug lord, Yulian Kuznetsov, and his brutal henchmen. It seems that Mansell has a death wish. However, in this world, there are two kinds of people: wolves and lambs. The film grossed $57 million worldwide and received generally positive reviews from critics, who praised the action sequences and Odenkirk's performance. A sequel, Nobody 2, is scheduled for release on August 15, 2025. Number 8. 13 Assassins. In 1844, the peace of feudal Japan is threatened by cruel Lord Naritsugu Matsudaira, who is politically rising and getting closer to his half-brother, the shogun. After the harakiri of the Namiya clan leader, Samurai Shinzemon Shimada is summoned by the shogun's advisor Sir Doi of the Akashi clan to listen to the tragedy of Makino Anime, whose son and daughter-in-law have been murdered by Naritsugu. Then Sir Doi shows a woman with arms, legs and tongue severed by Naritsugu, and she writes with her forearm a request to Shinza to slaughter Naritsugu and his samurai. Shinza promises to kill Naritsugu, and he gathers 11 other samurais and plots a plan to attack Naritsugu in his trip back to the Akashi land. But the cunning samurai Hanbei Kitu that is responsible for the security of his master foresees Shinza's intent. Shinza decides to go with his samurai through the mountain, where they find the hunter Koyata that guides them off the mountain and joins the group. Now the 13 men prepare an ambush to Naritsugu and his army of 200 samurai in a suicide mission to stop evil. Number 7. Sicario. Sicario is an American action thriller film. When FBI makes a raid on a cartel house in Arizona, they discover several bodies and 2 local police officers are killed by a booby trap. The leader of the operation, Kate Mesa, is summoned to a meeting in the Department of Justice, and Kate is invited to join a special force commanded by CIA Matt Graver to fight the cartels. The idealistic Kate brings her partner Reggie Wayne, and they team up with the force. They learn that the team has the intent to promote havoc in the Sonora cartel to force one well-known kingpin to come to Mexico to meet the drug lord Fausto Alarcon and find his whereabouts. But soon Kate finds that the assignments led by Matt and Alejandro are absolutely illegal, and she discovers why she was invited to join the team. Number 6. The Man from Nowhere. The Man from Nowhere is a South Korean neo-noir action thriller film. An ex-special agent Cha Ti-shik's only connection to the rest of the world is a little girl, So-mai, who lives nearby. Her mother, Hyo-jong, smuggles drugs from a drug trafficking organization and entrusts Ti-shik with a product without letting him know. The traffickers find out about her smuggling and kidnap both Hyo-jong and So-mai. The gang promises to release them if Ti-shik makes a delivery for them. However, it actually is a larger plot to eliminate a rival drug ringleader. When Hyo-jong's disemboweled body is discovered, Ti-shik realizes that So-mai's life may also be in danger. Ti-shik becomes enraged at the prospect that So-mai may already be dead and prepares for a battle, putting his own life at risk. Number 5. Edge of Tomorrow. Edge of Tomorrow is an American science fiction action film. Before the numbing technological superiority of the omnipotent extraterrestrial menace known only as the Mimics, mankind stands helpless, doomed to accept an ignoble fate. Having harnessed an unfathomable ability, the hordes of the ferocious alien race are practically invincible, unless we, humans, come up with an unexpected and drastic counterattack. When the unseasoned officer, Major William Cage, learns firsthand the magnitude of the problem with his own life, he quickly realizes that death is only the beginning. Each blood-drenched battle with a formidable foe brings him back to square one, only with a dash of improvement in his fighting capacity. Perhaps now, Cage, his legendary brother-in-arms, Rita Vrataski, and the rest of the world have a fighting chance against the otherworldly opponent. Number 4. Avatar. When his brother is killed in a robbery, paraplegic Marine Jake Sully decides to take his place in a mission on the distant world of Pandora. There he learns of greedy corporate figurehead Parker Selfridge's intentions of driving off the native humanoid Na'vi in order to mine for the precious materials scattered throughout their rich woodland. In exchange for the spinal surgery that will fix his legs, Jake gathers knowledge of the indigenous race and their culture for the cooperating military unit spearheaded by gung-ho Colonel Quaritch, while simultaneously attempting to infiltrate the Na'vi people with the use of an avatar identity. While Jake begins to bond with the native tribe and quickly falls in love with the beautiful alien Neytiri, the restless colonel moves forward with his ruthless extermination tactics, forcing the soldier to take a stand and fight back in an epic battle for the fate of Pandora. Number 3. The Bourne Ultimatum. The Bourne Ultimatum is an action thriller film. Bourne is once again brought out of hiding, this time inadvertently by London-based reporter Simon Ross, who is trying to unveil Operation Blackbriar, an upgrade to Project Treadstone in a series of newspaper columns. Bourne sets up a meeting with Ross and realizes instantly they're being scanned. Information from the reporter stirs a new set of memories, and Bourne must finally, ultimately, uncover his dark past whilst dodging the company's best efforts in trying to eradicate him. Best Bourne film out there by a country mile. The first two are quality, but this was undoubtedly the best, which is impressive because of how good Bourne Identity was. This has the best action out of them all. I'd recommend everyone watches the first 3 Bourne films, they are great. Number 2. Warrior. Warrior is an American martial arts sports film. 2 brothers face the fight of a lifetime and the wreckage of their broken family within the brutal, high-stakes world of mixed martial arts fighting in Lionsgate's action drama, Warrior. A former Marine, haunted by a tragic past, Tommy Riordan returns to his hometown of Pittsburgh and enlists his father, a recovered alcoholic and his former coach, to train him for an MMA tournament awarding the biggest purse in the history of the sport. As Tommy blazes a violent path towards the title prize, his brother, Brendan, a former MMA fighter unable to make ends meet as a public school teacher, returns to the amateur ring to provide for his family. Even though years have passed, recriminations and past betrayals keep Brendan bitterly estranged from both Tommy and his father. But when Brendan's unlikely rise as an underdog sets him on a collision course with Tommy, the 2 brothers must finally confront the forces that tore them apart, all the while waging the most intense, winner-takes-all battle of their lives. Number 1. The Dark Knight Rises. The Dark Knight Rises is a superhero film. 8 years after the Joker's defeat and the fall of Harvey Dent, Gotham City is in a time of peace and Bruce Wayne has retreated into exile after Batman has been branded as a criminal. But now, Bruce is forced to come out of the shadows and to put on the mask once more when a ruthless mercenary called Bane starts causing mayhem to fulfill the mission of an old enemy. With help from jewel thief Selina Kyle, a young cop named John Blake, and Commissioner Gordon, Batman must make one final stand to save Gotham from Bane's wrath and prove himself to be the hero the people need. The Dark Knight Rises was a nice end to the Dark Knight trilogy. The movie had great characters and intense action. I love the main villain of this movie, which is Bane, played by Tom Hardy. He gave a great performance in the movie. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, like and share the video. Thank you.